What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another Bears franchise gameplay. But this game today isn't going to be like any other game. This game has a little bit of weight added onto it. This is the win or go home season. This is a playoff game. Our Bears have finally made it. Or we've gotten to the playoffs. We're in the wild card, which it's fine, but hey, it's all right. We're a scrappy team, defensive minded, so we're fine. We'll go ahead and try to fight our way all the way to throughout these playoffs if we have to. But anyways, yeah, like I mentioned, this is playoff season. Our Bears are getting ready to match up against the Atlanta Falcons. So we're going through the little upgrades, making sure everybody's right. You see our guy right here, Eddie Pinheiro, the hero. Eddie Pinheiro, my guy. I will forever always love Eddie Pinheiro. Even I might even try to add Eddie Pinheiro on a few of my other franchises because that's my guy. If I ever have another kicker, like if I have a kicker that starts to go wild, I might throw Eddie Pinheiro back in the mix, try to trade for him or something. But anyways, our Bears are getting ready to match up against the Atlanta Falcons. So it's not a team that we're unfamiliar with. If you remember, if you've been following this Bears franchise series, by the way, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss any of the videos. We've matched up against these Atlanta Falcons before. We saw these Atlanta Falcons in week 3. That was us winning. Give me a second to look. 38-24 in Atlanta, I believe it was. I'm pretty sure it was in Atlanta. But anyways, so we know that the Falcons are probably going to be looking for a little bit of revenge here. Bears, we're confident, but we're not too confident. This is playoff season. Everybody's starting off 0-0. Whatever you did in the regular season is basically used for scouting. Anything could change here in playoff season. So anyways, the Falcons are going to start off with the ball here. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Matt Ryan's going to drop back to throw. And Danny Trevathan is all over Ty Gurley. Able to get him for a while. They blessed him there. I feel like that should have been a gain of maybe 2, maybe 3, but they gave him 4 yards. Bringing up a 2nd and 6 situation. Matt Ryan's going to run hurry up. Sends a man in motion and hikes the ball. You're not really allowed to do that in this league. Okay, but I guess we'll go ahead and let that one slide. Anyway, we're able to knock the ball away. Brings up a 3rd and 6 situation. Matt Ryan back on the field. Okay. Another motion snap here by my opponent. And he is hitting Julio Jones on a slant route. And Julio was able to pick up the first down. So, I mean, he didn't throw it to the motion guy, but still. Come on, dude. Really? 1st and 10, they're going to run the ball with Ty Gurley. He ends up getting tripped up. Ends up getting no yards. Lucky Madden play there by me. 2nd and 10. Matt Ryan drops back to throw. Ends up connecting with Julio Jones down to the 35-yard line. Julio's going to be a problem. We got to figure out what we're going to do with him. Yeah, Julio is a problem. Like, you just can't ignore that, man. I was praising this Bears franchise last week and last games against the Jaguars where we matched up against DJ Chark and D.D. Westbrook. Yeah, those guys are good. They're fast and everything, but they're not Julio Jones. Julio Jones is a different breed. You got to guard him different, especially when it comes to Madden. Lord help you if you end up having to go against Julio, who's lit up and blinking. But anyway, 2nd and 1. Matt Ryan's going to drop back to throw, just barely getting that pass over the head of our linebacker Mingo there. If we end up having a corner or a safety in that position, maybe he would have been able to jump and try to get that ball. And this Falcons possession is really starting to question. Like, I'm starting to ask questions here. Yeah, he's able to eventually get Ty Gurley on the toss and into the end zone. Their kicker made the field goal, obviously, because I don't have it in here. But that whole possession was a lot of motion snapping and flipping of plays. Like, he's trying to glitch out my zones or something. So, okay, just watch that. Anyways, our Bears here on their first drive. Mitchell Trubisky connects with our guy, Cordell Patterson, out of the backfield. Cordell's proven to be an amazing target out of the backfield. And David Montgomery has proven to be a decent running back, but from time to time we'd rather run the ball with Cordell Patterson. 2nd and 7, when I run the ball with Cordell, he's able to pick up a gain of 5 yards to the 47-yard line. 3rd and 2, Trubisky's going to drop back to throw, and he's hit as he's thrown, and the ball falls incomplete. Bringing up 4th and 2, and we're going to call for Pat O'Donnell to come out and go ahead and punt this ball away. Because, we follow the rules in this league. But yeah. Beautiful punt by him. Ends up going out of bounds at the 1-yard line. And okay, here we go again with another Falcons possession. This time they're backed up to the 1-yard line, so we'll see what they can do. Matt Ryan sending another man in motion. And the 3rd time he motion snaps him. This time he makes a bad decision, tries to hit Ty Gurley out of the backfield, and we're all over that. Should have been picked off. You can argue that that should have been a pick six easy, but you know, Madden loves to help the guys that play like this. 2nd and 10. Matt Ryan drops back to throw again, ends up hitting his tight end. I think that was in the flats. That was Hayden Hurst. Gets the game to bring up 3rd and 4. Matt Ryan looking to throw again, and oh, okay. Okay, Hayden Hurst again, I believe that was. Granted, he's a decent tight end, but I don't even think that he's holding on to that one. I mean, that was a pretty good time hit right when he was trying to pull that one in. Anyways, 1st and 10. Oh, good hit by Fuller. And yeah, while the slowest person, Mingo had to pick it up. Otherwise, we could have gotten to the end zone there. But beautiful defensive possession, ended up getting the ball right back to the offense. We hand the ball off to Cordell. He's able to break one tackle, get into the end zone and hurdled and throw the flag. He got hit late. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And we've drawn even with these Falcons, 7-7. Just entering the second quarter. That seemed like a really long first quarter. It just went on for forever. Or maybe it could have been the simple fact that, as you see right now, he's in the same formation again. Like I mentioned before, this league that we're in, it has rules and stuff. And like one of the rules is you can't run the same play over and over again. And the other rule is you can't freaking motion snap. Like that's the 4th time he did it. This time he does the motion snap with Julio Jones, the best freaking receiver in the game. And if you don't think Julio's going to beat you on a slant, like he's good enough to beat you on a slant when he's standing still. Like you motion snap him. Good luck trying to guard him. But anyways, like I said, 4th time he did that. He's still in the same formation. 2 rules that are in our league that you can't do. I mean, he didn't play like this in our first matchup, but I guess he got salty that I beat him by 24 points, and he's like, all right, I'm going to get my win this time by any means. And he doesn't in the playoffs. Like, come on now. 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line, and like I said, right here, there's no need for you to play like this. It's Julio Jones. Like he didn't run any scummy stuff right there. The most scummy thing he did there is just he's in the same formation again, like I've been mentioning. But this Julio Jones, like there's no need to play like that when you have one of the best receivers in the game. Anyways, 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Our next possession, Anthony Miller looked like he had some running room there. And unfortunately, he got tripped up and falls down at the 29-yard line, bringing up a 2nd and 6. Trubisky's going to drop back to throw, looking for someone deep, doesn't find anybody, connects or ends up dumping it down to Ted Ginn Jr., who's able to pick up the 1st down to the 39-yard line. Keeps the drive alive for us. 1st and 10, we're going to connect again to Ted Ginn Jr. He's trying to fight forward for the 1st down, just inches short, bringing up 2nd inches from the 49-yard line. Hand the ball up the middle to Cordell Patterson, who's been a go-to guy for us, has our lone touchdown so far of the day. 1st and 10 there, looking for someone open, unable to find anybody, and we end up taking a sack, losing 7 yards. End up handing the ball off to Cordell Patterson. He's able to make some moves in the hole, and Cordell's off and running, gets into the end zone for his 2nd touchdown of the day. This one from, 49 yards out, damn near 50 yards away. And we've drawn even again. So on defense, I mean, as you see right now, like I mentioned before, you don't ever want to go up against Julio Jones, and Lord help you trying to cover a blinking Julio. Now, I forgot to add this. Lord help you trying to guard Julio Jones while he's blinking against someone who's running scummy plays like this. 2nd and 2, Falcons come out in the same formation again, still doing the same plays, and now look at this. Madden decides to help him out and gives them we end up getting a late hit from the computer. And if things weren't easy enough for him already, now he's getting Madden's help and adding another 15 yards onto the end of that catch. 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. He's going to go down to single back bunch and run a dive to Ty Gurley, who picks up the gain of 4 yards. Right back to his gun bunch offset formation, like he's been running so far each drive that he's had. He's running another motion snap with Julio Jones. He had him open. Don't know why he didn't take him there. Matt Ryan rolling out to his right. Eventually ends up finding Calvin Ridley, and Calvin Ridley gets popped by Kendall Fuller, but he holds onto the ball. 1st and goal, comes back out in that gun bunch offset. And he motions or audibles down to single bunch. Runs the ball with Gurley, and Eddie Jackson gets there, but Ty Gurley is not a Gurley, and he's able to run over Eddie Jackson, get into the end zone, giving the Falcons another lead. So, I mean, we've seen gun bunch offset. We've seen single back bunch. Not changing his plays up very often. I mean, if I'm calling out his formations, like, clearly I've seen it enough. Second and 11, our next possession, and now look at his defense. Like, he's doing some kind of like over blitzing on defense where nothing even works. Luckily, it was winding down in the second half anyway, so we just let the clock drip. Surprised he didn't call his timeouts to try to get the ball back again, but we're definitely not going to call our timeouts. If you're going to come out in the defense like that, we're just going to try to hold on to the ball as much as possible. But anyways, we end up getting the ball to start off the second half. Nice little juke there by Tariq Cohen. I don't really use him that much in this franchise at all. I mean, Tariq is just he's good, but he's small and he fumbles a lot. I don't want to see him get hit and just drop the ball. That pissed me off. Anyways, 1st and 10, we run the jet sweep with Anthony Miller. First time we've seen that play, he's able to get the edge, pick up 5 yards. 2nd and 5, we're going to drop back to throw, and we find Anthony Miller again. Try to start featuring him a lot. Last time we played the Falcons, Anthony Miller had an amazing game. So we'll see if we can spark a little bit of that. Maybe he plays really well against this team, hopefully. 2nd and 12, Trubisky going to drop back to throw. And, yep, here we go again. Madden screwing us in the end. Getting a holding call. Bring it up 2nd and 22. Trubisky is under pressure, but we try to throw it to his check down route, but he still somehow finds a way to overthrow that. 3rd and 22 from the 41-yard line. Bears just looking for anything to go their way and try to go deep for the first down marker, and it's intercepted by Keanu Neal. Yeah, it was a bad decision by me. That was just a hope and a prayer that I really just threw up. 1st and 10, next Eagles possession after the interception from the 45-yard line. They're going to hand the ball off to Todd Gurley. I don't know what he was trying to do, actually. Ends up losing 2 yards. But runs hurry up, gets right back into the formation that he's used to. Say it with me now. Gun bunch offset. And ends up connecting with his tight end. Gets a gain down to the 38-yard line, bringing up a 3rd and 2. Right back to his same formation, gun bunch offset. This time sending another man in motion. He's going to motion snap him for, I don't know how many times this is. I think I've lost count how many times he's motion snapped. Might be 6, maybe 7. Anyway, you know the drill. He picks up the first down, keeps going. Right back to the same formation. He's going to flip it and try to screw up my zones. And no motion snap this time. And this time Matt Ryan sails it out of bounds. Comes back on 2nd and 10, running. Oh, shocker. Gun bunch offset. Matt Ryan doing all of his adjustments that he does because this is a little scummy play that he likes to run. Maybe he'll even set up to send a man in motion. Nope, he doesn't this time. Ends up connecting underneath with Hayden Hurst. Fuller, yeah, you're a hitter. You got that one nice hit stick, but that's a tight end. Come on now. Do better. 3rd and 2 from the 19-yard line. Matt Ryan's going to drop back to throw out a gun bunch offset again. Has Julio Jones wide open in the back of the end zone for a touchdown, but it's coming back because Madden decided to say, hey, you know what, we're going to help you out a little bit. We'll call a hold here. Just try to do as much as we can. 3rd and 12 after the touchdown's called back, and he's able to connect with the man underneath and ends up only settling for 3. So, I mean, it could have been worse. That hold, I guess, helped save 4 points, but playing someone scummy like this, I mean, it is what it is. We'll see what we can do. Hopefully, we can try to put something together on offense. But as he showed us on our drive before, or right when halftime was ending, he's just going to give us a bunch of scummy defenses and stuff and just try to do whatever he can. Anyways, 1st and 10, we're going to hand the ball off to David Montgomery. He's able to slip one tackle, gets a gain up to the 28-yard line. Bring it up a 2nd and 5. We're going to hand the ball off to Cordell Patterson. Cordell gets Keanu Neal in the hole, and he's just able to absorb the hit and just fight forward and picks up the first down. 1st and 10, dangerous throw there by Trubisky. Tries to get the ball to Cordell again. Almost threw the ball away on an interception. That's the last thing we really need. 3rd and 10 from the 34-yard line. And, look at that. I'm blocking 5 people, and he just came free. He only rushed 3. So, as I mentioned before, the scummy defenses, there you go right there. 4th and 22 from the 22-yard line. We're going to try to go for it, and we found Jimmy Graham. He wasn't going to get the first down, but he doesn't even come up with a catch. So, I mean, it couldn't even be a good play that turns out as like a bad punt or whatever. Now the Falcons have possession of the ball at the 22-yard line with their scummy offense and their gun bunch offset. Here he goes with his motions again. From 2nd and 10, making all the adjustments in the world. Surprised that the game hasn't even called offsides on him because I thought there was a limit on stuff like that. Here's the motion snap with Julio Jones. He's on a slant route. Good luck for us to try to keep up with it. Luckily for us, we were in a zone, so we're able to kind of work together. But he had a man open backside. I've seen it done online. This is why I don't play online. But normally people run or throw that off 1 foot backside and it's like butt naked on the other end. Oh, this time he has the tight end, so it's not just gun bunch offset, it's gun bunch tight end or whatever. Similar thing, whatever. He ends up connecting with Moore, takes a huge shot by Mingo, but he holds onto the ball. We really like it in Madden where it bless me with a fumble, a pick six, something like that. That'd be really good right here. First and goal from the 9 yard line, 4 minutes left in the game. And then you're going to run the ball with Ty Gurley, who gets popped by Mingo. He's hitting people, but Madden's just not giving us the reward. Give us the fumble. Right back to gun bunch offset from the goal line, 3 yard line to be exact. Matt Ryan's sitting in the gun. I guess he's trying to read, try to figure out what he's going to do. I'm thinking it's going to be a run, so I'm kind of like slating my guys. He ends up going down to single back formation. Now I'm definitely thinking toss, and it is toss definitely on the off the outside, and Gurley's able to fight his way into the end zone, and it's a touchdown. So I mean, at this point, I'm definitely not feeling that we can come back. Down 31-14 in the fourth quarter with only 3 minutes left. I mean, we're going to still try to fight at this point, but it's not looking good to say the least. First and 10, Trubisky doesn't see anybody open, so he's going to roll out to his right, just throw that one away. Good decision, just don't make a horrible throw. Now, on this one, we had the tight end open. We try to get there, but like I said, the scummy defenses and sack fumble, and he's in scoring range again. So, I mean, okay, yeah, you go ahead. If you want to put up another point, that's fine. Like I mentioned before, last time we played him, we did beat him 38-14. Look at this. I'm not even trying to have that play happen, but it doesn't even work. Matter of fact, go back and look at this play specifically, because if you watch right off the jump, Julio was covered, and for whatever reason, when Matt Ryan rolled out to his right, my corner decided to take 5 steps inside away from Julio Jones, which makes no freaking sense to me at all. Like, you had a man that you were guarding, then you decided to take 5 steps inside for no damn reason. But anyways, I'm letting this game get to me. Like, yeah, like I was saying before, I did beat him 38-14, so I mean, whatever. He's beating me by 28 points just like that. And I ended up throwing a freaking pick. Damn it. So yeah, I mean, go back to our game at this point. I actually did have the ball with the chance to go up and score again. I was up 38-14 on him. Like I said, 28 points, but I didn't. I literally just ran the ball out, ran the clock out, and that's how the game ended. If you don't believe me, go back and check that game out. I'll try to put it in the cards. Anyways, first and 10 from the 27-yard line. Matt Ryan ends up connecting underneath to Julio Jones. Still in his same 2 formations, 3 formations, and then I might add, if you were paying attention to his defense was the same thing. It was either cover 4 or cover 2 that we were going up against. Second and 2 from the 12-yard line. They don't have chew clock on at all. If you had chew clock on, you would have been able to get this clock down way quicker. And now that's not even the worst thing. He ends up going out of bounds. I mean, we tackle him out of bounds, but come on, what am I going to do? Not tackle him? Second and 10 from the 11-yard line. Matt Ryan back into his gun bunch offset, sending another man in motion, going to motion snap him for the 11th time. This pass is knocked away. Why don't you run the ball? If you run the ball, this game could be over. I mean, you've already cheesed the hell out of me, but now you're just going to, okay, yeah, go take an end zone shot and just run the score up. I mean, it is what it is. 45-14. If you feel better about beating me by 31 points than versus 28 points, cool, whatever. Do whatever you want to do. Me, on the other hand, I'm just going to go ahead and run Wildcat a few times and have chew clock on and just really try to get out of this game, because at this point it's over. This is going to be the last time I play in this league. Not just because of this reason right here, just for, I mean, there's a bunch of reasons. For scummy players like this, like, you want to wait until playoff time and run all these scummy plays and try to win the games or whatever. But at the same time, there was a lot of games that were just like sim wins or sim losses. I mean, I know I had a few, but I was out of town or whatever. But I don't know, it was a lot. I think it was I don't know, there was another team, like someone that had a good team that they were tanking with. I'm like, why are you tanking? Like, you actually have a good team. See, we're going to go over some stats here just to see how things shaped up for our team. Decent season with Mitchell Trubisky. I'm glad I ended up deciding to go with him. Cordell Patterson came along late. I shouldn't have really been running the ball much with him. He ended up proving to be like a really good receiving threat. Anthony Miller was a guy I was really looking forward to um, updating or upgrading or whatever. Danny Trevathan was a great middle linebacker. Buster Skrine, good secondary or good corner. Eddie Jackson, I probably would have eventually ended up trying to trade Eddie Jackson. I didn't really like playing with him as much. But yeah, anyways, that's how things end up ending here. So moving forward on the channel, there won't be any more Bears franchise gameplays. This is going to be the last one. But you will see a lot more Washington football team, and you'll be seeing the Minnesota Vikings series. So, but still two really good series. I'm just glad that the first one that I did on here, I ended up making it to the playoffs in season one. So we'll try to continue to do the same thing, keep the streak alive of making playoffs with our team year one. And yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on those series. And until the next one, later.